So why are we talking about Tan Sri Tiong King? Why is he back on the news again? So NSC actually wrote a news on him over the weekend saying that he actually suffered a stroke, but the family actually refused to say anything about it. So what is he like as a person? Because you have met him before, so how is he like?
Yep, Tan Sri Tiong, billionaire, timber median tycoon from Cebu, Sarawak, 9th richest man in the country with a net worth of $2 billion US. Actually met him once in MCIL, Media Chinese International AGM last August. I only managed to get his name card. We didn't actually have a proper conversation because he is rather media shy. He only speaks to journalists from his own media group. As we all know, he controls 80 to 90% market share of Chinese media. Sinchu Daily, Nanyang Shangpao, China Press, and Guangming Daily. So, I was told that as a person, he is nice, he's friendly. Whenever he's in the KL office, he will have lunch with his staff in the canteen. And according to one of my friends, a journalist friend from Taiwan, who wrote a series of stories about Tiong last year, he's a devoted Christian who will never miss a church service every Sunday if he's in his hometown Cebu.
That is very surprising.
Yep. However, because of his infamous move to acquire Nanyang Press Holdings in 2006, certain quarters in the Chinese community, especially the journalists and former journalists from Chinese media, basically they don't like him because they think that the acquisition is unhealthy to the future development of Chinese media because, to simply put, they think that the Chinese newspaper should not be owned by one man, because that would stifle the opinion of Chinese
Basically,
media.
it will monopolize the entire market.
Yes.
So people are getting really anxious and really curious about his succession plan. He's not young anymore. He's about 82 years old already.
Yeah.
So people are wondering who will actually take over the company, right? These 4 listed companies. So you talked to a former chief editor-in-chief of Merdeka Review, Teng. What did he share?
Basically, Tiong has 4 listed companies and also 4 children. So 2 sons, 2 daughters. Each of them sits on the board of each company. Tiong family is a very big family in Cebu. He has many brothers, cousins, nephews, distant relatives. There are so many potential candidates to become his successor, but the thing is, there's no one clear successor at the moment. And according to Chang Tekping, at the age of 82, it's very difficult for Tiong to really drive the company forward, and we can't expect him to travel frequently between China, Hong Kong, Malaysia.
So actually, like what you say, it's unlike companies like Sunway, YTL. You can actually see a successor that is going to take over the company.
Yes.
Right. So one thing actually interests me the most on this story, it's his political influence back in 2006. So basically, Chinese businessmen from China, if they want to set up business here in Malaysia, they had to actually go through Tan Sri Tiong. But we have seen a different kind of situation nowadays. What has changed?
I think, if you look at 10 years ago, it's a bit sensitive, and the Malay community and UMNO, they would feel uncomfortable if the China investment coming into Malaysia. But that's not the case today. If you look at how our Prime Minister Sri Najib has brought in all the investment from China,
basically we see stronger ties between China and Malaysia, and we see a lot of construction companies are here in Malaysia to help build up infrastructure here.
So the G2G relationship wise, our government can openly improve that G2G relationship, and that's basically, we don't need a middleman like Tiong anymore. And I think that's something beyond his expectations.
So 4 listed companies: Rimbunan Hijau, Rimbunan Sawit, also Subo Tiasa, Jaya Tiasa, right? And also Media Chinese International Limited. So management already knew that the companies, some of the profits, especially Media Chinese Limited, is not doing very well. They have actually started to diversify into other business like co-working space, pocket times. But these business are it's rather slow, not very slow, but rather slow. Why?
The problem is that these businesses that they venture in, they don't have the first mover advantage. Unlike Media Prima, Astro, they are already diversified in all these businesses many years ago. So it's really difficult for them to gain market share look at branding and resources that we put in, it's not enough.
For more on the stories, pick up a copy of The Edge Weekly at all good newsstands.